I just got back from a week traveling to Istanbul. It's been an amazing trip. In general, I love traveling. It really opens up my mind, gives me new perspectives and ideas. And this trip was particularly special, and you see right here in this video. First, a little intro. So the flight to Istanbul took me about 3 hours, and together with the train ride to the airport and some waiting time, travel time in total was about 6 hours. That's a long time. Now my question is, what do you do with that time? These lost or empty time slots of the day that you can also have while commuting to work by train or car, what do you do with that? I think it's a really important question, and here's why. As a young kid, I had this fearful and anxious mentality. I was worried about what other people thought of me. And I felt really overwhelmed and in no control of my life. And this happened during my late teen years also, until about the age of 18 or 19 years old. And this was the moment that I started taking more control of my life. And this started with what I chose to consume. Consciously, I started reading good, positive, and uplifting books. As you can see here, I got the collection building up. And I started listening to podcasts like Joe Rogan and others that gave me new ideas, new perspectives, and just infused me with that positivity. And it's really important because from that point, I chose to not accept the crap or garbage that the society is feeding us through television, radio, and so on. It's like Joe Rogan that says, be the hero of your own movie and choose all the input that comes your way. And there's a really cool quote that I also want to share in this subject. And it goes, tell yourself your story, or someone else will. So choose all the input that comes your way, choose what you digest, choose your mental diet, books, what you read, what you hear, etc. And this already made a big impact in my life. So arriving in Istanbul, I met up with 3 really good friends. First one is Candeniz. He looks like a total badass with his huge beard. He looks like he could be a part of the Hells Angel motorcycle club. And he lived in Istanbul and led us through the whole city. The second friend was Moritz, and I call him the Austrian brainiac. He's such a smart guy, and he baffles me every time with his knowledge. He speaks French, German, English, and Russian really well, and I just love the guy. Then lastly, there's Onur. Onur's really the funniest guy of the whole group. He has a huge afro. He looks kind of Korean, but he's also from Turkey, like Candeniz. I just laugh every time with his English accent. It's really the best. We actually met on Erasmus 1.5 years ago when we were studying abroad in Bologna, Italy. And we hung out also 24/7. We were best friends, and this was really awesome. So I saw them 1 year ago for the last time, and nothing really changed on this trip. So in Istanbul, we met up again, and nothing really changed. It's been a year since I saw these guys, but we hung out 24/7 again like it was yesterday.
Loud clap, loud clap.
We explored the city of Istanbul, had such an amazing time. We did some rooftops with an amazing view over the whole city. This was like a secret hidden spot. We tried some local Turkish dishes, which were delicious. And I just love the city in general. It's so big, it has 20 million inhabitants. So you could already imagine how big it is. It's just a magical vibe everywhere. Because you look around and there's these mosques that are just coming out of the ground like mushrooms, and the rest of the buildings are also really amazing. There's cats everywhere. So if you're a cat lover, it's perfect. The reason why there's so many cats and dogs on the street is that all the local Istanbuli people, they just love animals, so they keep feeding the dogs and cats that are around. And I want to end with the last point, and this is the question of who do you surround yourself with on a daily basis? Because for this trip, it was 1 year ago since I saw these guys, but we hung out and had fun and so much positive experiences that it was like yesterday. Because you know the quote, it's cliche and it's been said so many times, but this is that you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with most. And it's true, and we know that. So look at your own social circle, your own best friends, and see how you're doing.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how gay does this look?